Page 10, Road to Romance. Won't this be fun? Starting off, in the right hand, look at the fingering. You're starting with thumb on C. You're crossing over. That's fine. And be careful because in the second measure, the D's with the third finger at first. And then for the last D, it's second finger. Right? So you have to watch the fingering on this piece. Talk about the left hand briefly. The first line, you're starting out simple enough. The second measure, you got to go up a little. Third measure, go up again. And the fourth measure, you're up. Then you're going back down. Just stretch your finger at the end of the line there so you get the octave. So you go from the middle C down to the low C. You don't have to actually move the hand necessarily, you can stretch. Something like that. Left hand gets a bit tricky. You have to work on the left hand alone some, I think. Look at the third line down. We're starting out simple enough. And then you go down. Third measure, it's here. Then the last measure, they want you to go here. And then for the fourth line down, you're starting out here. Next measure, and the last measure on the page. So your left hand's moving around a little bit. That'd be interesting. Then at the bottom of page 11, the last two measures for the left hand, G here. Then they put in a treble clef in the middle of the measure like that. It's like, what's going on? Well, you can change time signature or key signature, any of that junk at any time. Got it? It can just happen. Key signature doesn't usually happen in the middle of a measure. They'll do it between measures. Time signature has to follow music theory as far as time goes, so usually at the end of a measure. But clef changes can happen at any time in either hand. So it doesn't mean when you're playing piano, treble clef is always right hand and bass clef is always left. That's nonsense. It just happens to be that way when you're a beginner because everything fits. But treble or bass could be either hand at any time. Okay? So what they've done here in the next to the last measure, they've introduced a treble clef. So now your left hand, after playing the G and the bass clef, now you got to move up to play an F and an A, which are the notes in treble clef, and then the next one, and the next one, and the last measure, and then they give you your bass clef back for the last note. So the last two measures would be just so you know, they trick you like that. You gotta watch them. All right, I'll give you 4 counts. Let's try this together and see what happens. You will, I think, have to practice this quite a bit, one hand at a time until you can get it. But once you've done all that, then try it with me. Let's see what happens. And you can play it with me one hand at a time if you need to. It's okay, really. 1, 2, ready, go.